morning, y'all. Kind of washed out from all the sun. I'm gonna turn here in a minute. It'll be better. It's been freezing my honey, y'all. I am on my way to school, like I said, and yeah. Let me turn this over this way now. Maybe it'll be better. I don't know. I got this new little thing, clip thing that goes in my vent, and it's a mount for my phone. And anyway, it's pretty cool, I guess. We'll see how it works. It still doesn't keep it from being bumpy. Okay, it's very backed up traffic because I left later than I really intended to. But I haven't uploaded the videos from yesterday. I'll do that, but I was just going to tell y'all that I had a very rough day yesterday. I was very tired. I was not caught up on my sleep from a couple of days ago, Saturday, I guess, when I took my son to the airport to go to Los Angeles. And it was really hard. I just was trying to make sure he caught all of his connecting flights and all that. I just couldn't rest until I know he got there okay. And yes, I know he's 21, but you know, I just, you know, this is his first time to really ever go anywhere, you know, like that by himself, that far away. And I just wanted to make sure he got there okay. So all you mamas out there, I'm sure you get it. So, the other thing was when I got home yesterday, well, first of all, I had a headache all day yesterday, and I know it was from not having sleep, not having caught up on my sleep. So I got caught up on my sleep. I think, I'm pretty sure I did. I still have a teeny tiny headache, but it's nothing like it was yesterday. Night before last, which was Sunday night, Mother's Day, that evening we noticed, okay, let me back up. My dog, we put had one of our dogs put to sleep in November, and that was super duper hard. And so we had 2 Bostons, and then we have a little a Chiweenie at home too. Well, the first Boston, like I said, we had to have her put to sleep in November, and this other Boston, she has had, pet lovers don't hate me, she has had a mammary gland tumor for about 3 years. But we didn't mess with it because, number one, we didn't have the money. We still don't really. And number two, it didn't seem to bother her. It bothered us more looking at it than it did her. But it was nice and pink and no problem. And then Sunday, we noticed that it was starting to get turned dark, and I guess it was really bothering her. So she started, she managed to get her back leg up and scratch it, and she tore it in a few places, and it started bleeding. Well, so yesterday when my husband and I got home, I made sure all the little blood and everything was rinsed off of her. She had blood all underneath her belly and inside her legs and everything, because I guess it, you know, I don't know. Anyway, it was kind of gross. So we went ahead and we took her to the vet, and they, you know, the good news is they didn't feel like it was cancer. It's not attached. Go. It was not attached to her breast. Yeah, it's not attached to her chest. So, because the doctor said, I feel it down here, but I don't feel anything in the middle where, you know, kind of gross. But anyway, she said, I think she'll be fine, and it'll give her another good couple of years, you know. And by the way, she is my daughter's dog, because we got her when our My daughter's, I can't think, Jack Russell, we had a Jack Russell for several years, and she got attacked and got killed. And so my daughter was devastated, so we went and got the second Boston. And she is just as sweet as she can be. She's always had some skin problems, but they weren't like, they bothered her. Like, I had to give her Benadryl, you know, for a long time. And anyway, so that was, you know, but she's been a very sweet dog. She's very lively. She's very, you know, likes to play ball and stuff like that. Likes for you to throw the ball for her to catch. And you could catch it in midair. But now as she's gotten older, which is, it does happen with Boston Terriers, she has cataracts. Well, I don't know if any of y'all know. I looked it up because we were going to have them removed, and it cost as much as it does for a human to have cataract surgery. It was going to cost like $3,000. Well, we didn't have $3,000. We didn't have, you know, we shouldn't have it. And I just didn't know, about her, at her age, she's 12 and a half. I did not know if she would really do well with the surgery. So, and if this thing had continued to stay pink and not really bother her, I would have probably left it alone too. So, anyway, I don't know. I've said this before on here that if once the last dog goes, that's it. I'm not getting any more dogs. It's expensive. I love dogs, don't get me wrong. I love my dogs, but I don't think it's fair to them if I can't really take care of them, you know, if I don't have the money to do all that. So, and the dog that that died in November also had cataracts. I don't think hers were as bad as this little dog, this other Boston, but it's, you know, hers are pretty bad. Like, she really can't see. She knows her way around our house, of course, and so taking her out, and she knows her house, she knows the backyard, but to take her out, it just freaks her out. So she's been, I hate to say confined to our house, but she really kind of has been, our house and our yard and all that. So when we put a leash on her yesterday to take her, she really had a really hard time. Like, we ended up just having to pick her up and carry her in because she couldn't figure it out, you know. So she's going to have her surgery today. We just went ahead and left her, and they said they weren't going to charge us for her staying last night, and we'll probably be able to bring her home today. So I'll probably, my husband and I, when we get home about the same time from work, around the same time, so we'll probably just go back and get her this evening. And I don't know if she'll have staples. I don't really know what they'll do. But anyway, so hopefully she'll be okay. I feel like she will be. And so my daughter will be really happy about that. My fear was when this other thing was growing, when this tumor was growing, I was afraid that it possibly could have been cancer. And my daughter kept saying, please, let's go have it removed. And I said, well, she said, I'll help pay for it. And I said, well, let me tell you this, lady. I said, what if it's cancer? I mean, I kind of feel like once they open it or remove it or whatever, it could just spread, you know. So looking back now, and knowing what I know now, what the doctor, you know, what the vet said, it probably wasn't, and we could have done it. But you know, hindsight is 20/20. So, but I feel like she'll be fine, and I have not told my daughter or my son about the surgery because there's no point until we know she's back home safe and sound, that everything went well and all that. So she is a precious, sweet, sweet, sweet little baby. She's always been a little bit kind of neurotic, I guess. She's like, you go to try to pet her, she just she freaks out on you a little bit. But she's scared to death of storms, so when we have storms like that come in the middle of the night, I have to go put her in the laundry room with the other dog because she just freaks out. Yeah, she's scared of storms. She'll come to our bedroom door and start just scratching and scratching and scratching, so bless her heart. But she is a sweet dog. She's actually really pretty smart. I always kind of thought she was a little bit on the special ed side, but she's actually pretty smart. I think she's just kind of a little nervous Nelly type dog, and some dogs are like that. So but I'll be ready to get her home and see how she's doing. And you know, she's, bless her heart, she's gray, you know, she's black and white, Boston, but she's gray. Her face has got a lot of gray, her ears have a lot of gray, and but she's a very, very, very sweet little dog. So I'll be glad to have her home and have her on the mend. And yeah, so that's what's going on in our world. My son, when he was in Los Angeles yesterday, he went on a tour of the Queen Mary ship, and today he is going to Disneyland. So he's having a great time, and I just couldn't be happier for him. And actually a little bit on the jealous side. So I don't know, we have, let's see, 8 days of school left. That's counting I'm counting today because I haven't gotten there yet. And so I'm ready for school to be out. Ready. Now, our group of kids this year have been really, really, really good. We have a good little group of kids, and we just really hadn't had any kind of problems with anybody or anything. Just one, but it's not really a real big deal. He's just, I don't know, he hasn't caused problems like ones we've had in the past that have caused problems. So is there room on the other side of her? Somebody got my thing. So I'm gonna end this here. I might pick it up this afternoon, and I will holler at y'all later. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.